Hello, hello. Hello, everybody. How are you today? How is your summer holiday? What are you doing? What's interesting with your summer holiday? What about your plans? What about your plans for the weekend? Can you share with me? Okay, some people have joined us. Great. Where is my chat? Hello, hello. So nobody writes in the chat. Okay. So what about your weekend? Do you have any plans for the weekend? It's like I'm planning to chill a little bit and meet my friend from the dormitory. We know each other since being at the first year of studying at university, and it's been 6 years about that we know each other, and I'm really excited about that because we haven't seen for ages. For about three years we haven't seen each other because they are a bit older than we are, and I'm planning to have a get together with them this Saturday. What about you? Any plans for the weekend? Maybe the chat doesn't work, right? The chat doesn't work. I'm going to reboot it. Okay, 5 people watching. Nobody's writing. Maybe something. Okay, right. I thought something with the chat. Okay. Hello, I'm planning to go to the country house and meet my friends there. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, cool. Have fun. There's something with the chat. I can't see all the messages. Maybe nobody writes, but I couldn't see some of them. Okay. Okay, 3 people watching. Okay, let it be. Just the one message. Maybe I haven't seen. So this week is the Gala Project Week, and we are going. You are going to have another project. So this is the project, not just the usual one, but the topic of this project will be the topic of today's webinar. So this is the project webinar, and to design this project, I will help you to do it by brainstorming some ideas with you, by pushing you towards the topic towards the topic of the project. Okay, right. And I'm going to send you one link to your Google folder. Just a second, I will find it. Okay, here. Oh, thanks God. I see your messages. I'm planning to visit my grandparents. Cool. I'm planning to return from the village to the city. Right. Okay, cool. So I have sent you the folder. And to this folder, you are going to send your projects. It can be PowerPoint presentations, photos. It can be Instagram posts or some Instagram stories, anything that you like, anything that you think is about you, describes you, and describes your plans or desires. And actually, today we are going to speak about all the topics for your project, but you are going to choose only one for your final project. So this project will be the conclusion of your thoughts and ideas that we discuss with you today, that we are going to discuss with you today. Okay. Let's go. I have sent you the link. Good, good. Don't have any plans. I will work in the garden with my grandma. Nothing, just reading manga because it's too hot outside. Oh, God. Right. It's very hot, really. Okay, good. Let's go to our webinar. So the previous webinar's topic was about growth mindset, and today we are going to continue talking about personal growth, and we are going to discuss your desires, your goals, dreams, and I'm going to present you some of the tips or hints how you can boost yourself, how you can implement all your plans in reality. Right. So today's agenda is starting the project. So we are going to choose the ideas, but I told you that we are not going to choose only a single idea. We are going to talk about all of them to brainstorm some of the ideas. So it's up to you to choose the topic of your final draft, a final draft in the project. So I told you that it's just up to you. It can be composition or it can be anything, just everything that you want, doesn't matter. After that, we are going to look at the technique called progressive transformation mirror. Also, we're going to have a look at the mirroring technique, which is also very close to transformation mirror. Setting a SMART goal and a SMART goal technique. Developing an action plan, and the project presentation will be in your Google folder. Good. Let's start. Speaking about a new skill that you want to learn, can you type in the chat box this skill that you would really like to learn in the chat box? Speaking about me, the skill that I would really like to learn is connected with my close friends and with my friendly relationships with people. It's kind of like a communicative skill, but it's a bit too general. But the thing I would really like to learn is filtrating my language and my words. Uh, and it's only about friends and acquaintances, so only friendly relationships. Sometimes I feel that I have this friendly relationship with a person. I speak with them in a friendly way, in a friendly manner, but sometimes I'm a bit too emotional. I use sometimes I'm a bit too offensive. I can appear a bit too offensive. I can appear a bit too harsh on myself. And I sometimes I feel that it's too much. I would like to learn this skill of filtrating my language of my relationships, so everybody would feel comfortable. Everybody will be safe, secure, and nobody will be offended because of my words or my language or my ideas. So to get rid of these tough ideas and to get rid of this tough language, let's have a look. So speaking Spanish, sports, skiing, driving a car, drawing. Okay, how to organize time correctly. So time management still. Okay, that's a very good skill to learn. What about others? Okay, what about others? I would really like to learn singing because I like to listen. I like listening to music. Okay, maybe drawing or try to learn Chinese. Oh, learning Chinese is a good one. Snowboarding, good. Oh, so you've some physical skills, right? So somebody told about time management, listening to music. Okay, yeah, I understood everything. Because no need to correct. Fine. Snowboarding, right? Learning dancing. Oh wow. What's the kind of dancing you would like to learn? Okay, great. That's really talented, ambitious, right? Little bit ambitious plans. Okay, good. Let's have a look at another one. What about a new experience that you want to get? A new experience that you want to get. Speaking about me, the experience that I would really like to get is feeling free, especially on my vacations. Getting important friends. Okay, cool. Speaking of me, the experience that I would like to get is feeling free during my vacations or holidays. Sometimes I have some stuff to do before the vacation or during the vacation or after the vacation, and I can't switch off my mind from work, and I can't take my mind off these things. I always think about them. I have some preoccupations, and my head is always working uh, to to plan something, to have some allocation of my time to work, allocation of my time to the things that I will do after the vacation. But during the vacation, I always think about this, and I can't take my mind off work or of studying, of other stuff. Sometimes when I have some problems, I always think about them, and I can't enjoy the moment to the full. So the thing I would really would like to experience is feeling free with my in my thoughts, uh, to enjoy the moment and to enjoy the relaxation process, which is really sometimes hard and challenging for me. That's it. What about you? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. So what about the new? So you are writing about skills right now. So we are moving forward a little bit. Okay. What about your new experience? Okay, traveling to country which whose culture is totally different from ours, or the USA. Okay, it's a new experience, right? When you are surrounded by Ukrainians or Russians, so the people who are quite similar to our people, to us. Sometimes it's a very good experience. Um, I would like to visit Australia and speak with Australian people. Okay, what's wrong with Australian people? It's a new experience. I want to explore a new hobby or try different school for about a week. As for me, it's cool experience. Of course, it's just the change of scenery called the change of scenery, right? It's called change of scenery. Cool. Um, to go, I would like to try working in a restaurant. Oh, wow, interesting. To go parachuting in the USA or traveling there, visiting my friends abroad. Cool, great. Please jump with a parachute is a bit Ukrainian, so it should be to go parachuting, right? Cool, nice ideas. I think everything will be cool and you will have fun experiencing new stuff. Okay, let's move forward. What about an old weakness that you want to transform into a strength? An old weakness that you want to transform into your strength. Speaking of me, the old weakness, no, it's like very old. Sometimes I'm a bit too lazy. Sometimes it's a mixture of procrastination, laziness, and work-life balance when I relax. And I understand when I want to complete some goal, when I want to fulfill it, to learn a new skill, for example, or to prepare for some test or for some exam, or some just only my wish. Sometimes I understand that I don't want to do it on my own. I have enough qualifications, knowledge, skills to do it on my own, but I usually choose some ways, with the teacher, with the guide, with the under somebody's guidance or with a coach. I prefer to spend money and to do it in a group or with somebody. Um, and I understand that I could do it myself with the same result, with the same, maybe with the same, right, with the same result and with the same regularity, consistency, with the same consistency. But I can't. Uh, Sometimes this laziness and relaxation, it overcomes me, and I just I prefer some maybe easier ways towards some stuff. So I prefer I prefer doing it with somebody. That's why I spend a lot of money on it, but I understand that I could do it on my own and for free, right? What about you? There's nobody here. What's your weakness that you would like to become a strength? Oh, speaking about this weakness, this weakness would has the potential to become a strength, because if it becomes a strength, I will be much stronger, because I would do it myself. I will save a bit of money, and I would become more committed, more organized, or somewhat. So we have eating a lot of sweets. Grigori writes, wow, cool, interesting idea. I'd like to finish all the big plans I started. I would like to try a new hobby like drawing or stuff. Uh, It's trying, it's not the weakness. Yeah, not finishing the plans, not completing the plans. Good. Right. So today we are going to look at how we can overcome our weaknesses, how we can cope with them, and to apply some kinds of ideas or maybe techniques that will help you to transform, to make this transformation from your weakness to the strength. Okay, what about I'd like to finish all the big plans I started. I would like to try a new hobby like drawing and stuff. Nothing. Okay. Good. Sometimes I want everything to be perfect and focus too much on the details. I don't care too much about it. I think I would like not to care too much about it. So a bit of perfectionist. Yeah, and you want to be more, you want to be less serious, to be less perfect towards some stuff. There is other people. I can't organize my day, and I don't do a lot of things because of it. Not very productive, right? I want to speak English fluent. Um, Laziness to turn into something useful for me. hmm Laziness to turn something useful. Right. Okay, good. Okay, and let's have a look. So you told the most widespread weaknesses are laziness, not very productive, being perfectionist. Mm, what else? Not productive, not being able to organize your day properly, right? Being a perfectionist. Do something important for me. Great. I want to become a champion in figure skate, and okay, but I don't know about. Okay, what about your big dream that you want to come true? What about the big dream that you want to come true? Speaking of about me, the big dream that I want to come true is getting the job that I get maximum pleasure, and I make more than enough amount of money. So it's my big dream that I would like to come true. I would like it to come true. Getting the job. I know this job. But I need a bit of time to have it or to be close to getting it, right? Like that. Do more sports exercises to look better, right? Why not? I want to become a champion in figure skating and open my own school of the sport. To run the school and to launch it. That's something important to me. Turning laziness in something useful, right? What about others? To study at a good university, right? What else here? Going to study abroad. Visit Britain, live in another country. I want to be an architect in the future. Right. Okay, cool. It's a nice one. Thanks a lot. That's a very good approach. Very cool dreams. Very, very cool dreams. Thanks a lot. Great. So everybody has their dreams. Everybody has their problems. Everybody has their weaknesses. So there is a technique called progressive transformation mirror. A progressive transformation mirror is a specific goal setting and mindset changing technique. It can be used to develop to grow your mindset, to be and keep motivated throughout the time. Believe in your own efforts and transform your problems, weaknesses, and obstacles into your goals. Not very clear. Let's have a look at the example and at the structure of this technique, the main principle of this technique. Imagine that you have a problem, obstacle, or weakness. That's why you have different factors that are attributed to your problem or obstacle. For example, I'm very skinny. I don't eat enough. I don't eat properly. Factor one. Factor two, I don't, for example, I eat not enough calories a day, right? Factor two. And factor three, I don't have an eating schedule, right? I can eat I can eat whenever it's okay for me, whenever I want. Those three factors that are attributed to your problem. Here we have the progressive transformation mirror, right? And with the help of this mirror, we are going to transform all our problems into our goals, right? And our factors, they will be changed to the tasks that should be completed towards fulfilling this goal. Let's have a look at the examples. First of all, I have extra weight, for example, that it's a problem. What factors can I have? I eat everything. I eat at night, and I don't do sports. So what goal can be, and what goal can be transformed with the help of this problem? So I should lose weight, right? If you say I have extra weight, it doesn't matter. It doesn't change anything. But if you say with the same meaning, but with another words, I need to lose weight, right? That's number one. You have to develop a healthy diet because you eat everything. So transform it to healthy diet. Develop eating schedule and enroll to the gym. If you eat at night, so you have not you have not consistent eating eating timetable. So you have to develop and maintain eating consistent, scheduled eating habit. You don't do sports, so enroll to the gym, do workout in the gym, or do some kinds of exercises. Now, we are going to have factors. We are going to have goals and tasks. And your task is to write in the chat box the problem that person can have. So factor number 1, I don't understand math. Factor 2, I don't prepare for my tests. And factor 3, my math teacher doesn't like me. So what do you think will be the problem will be? So the goal will be to improve your grades in math, right? So now elaborate on the goal and write about the problem that person can have. That's number 1. If you don't understand math, obviously you can't do it on your own. If you don't understand, so somebody should explain you. That's why you should find a mentor, a tutor to help you. That's number 2. You have to practice before tests, right? If you don't prepare for tests, so try to revise before the tests. Sometimes maybe cram for tests or pull an all-nighter, but you should develop a healthy habit to help you prepare before the tests. And task number 3, improve your relationships with the teacher. Of course, if you have bad relationships, it doesn't, the desire to study something is suffocated because of the teacher or because of the relationship, because of by external factor or external stimuli that is triggered because of that. So the problem, what's the problem? What do you think? What's the problem? Can you type in the chat box? No problem, right? Okay, we have a problem. I often fail my math test, or I have very poor math academic achievement, right? Great, thanks a lot. Let's have a look at the last problem. So the same activity, we are going to look at the factors, goal, tasks, and you are going to guess the problem. Factor number 1, I don't plan. Factor number 2, I don't have enough energy, right? And factor number 3, I do a lot of favors. What do you think will be the goal? It's increasing productivity. So let's now transform factors to the tasks, which should be completed in order to fulfill the goal. If you don't plan, so learn how to plan, learn how to manage your day, how to prioritize, and learn and do it consistently. If you don't have enough energy, it means that you are tired or exhausted. Plan some rest, have a breather. And task number 3, if you do a lot of favors, so learn how to delegate, learn learn how to say no to something. It's very important. And the problem was lack of time for everything, yeah, or very poor productivity, be not efficient enough in your job or something. So learn how to work with it. Good. Let's get to another one. So when it comes to problem solving, which is more effective? What do you think? Focusing on the problem at hand or setting a goal for what we'd like to accomplish? So today we are going to address this question and come to a very clear conclusion. If you stop and think about it, people more often use creativity to find a means of achieving a goal rather than solving a problem. According to the experts, bearing the problem and thinking about the ways to solve is no good, and it doesn't solve a problem at all. Any problem can be reiterated as a goal. Think about your problems: lack of time, extra weight. What else we discussed? Poor academic achievement in some subjects. Your goal then would be to increase your productivity, lose weight. What else we had here? Improve your grades in math, right? So it will be your goals. You want to improve your productivity. You have a special goal. More importantly, according to the experts, there are important advantages to using the word goal as the aim of the creativity process. Firstly, translating a problem, interpreting it, if you are starting from a problem, into a goal encourages you to question the problem. This, in the experience of a lot of people, is where most people fail when trying to solve different problems. They immediately try to come up with the solution, with the ideas, rather than trying to understand the problem properly. Formulating goal statements from problems makes you think about the problem and what aspect of it you actually wish to solve. If you say, we need to increase sales, or I need to lose weight, or I need to increase my productivity, most people will immediately reply, I also want to lose weight and I also want to make more money. So it doesn't matter, right? What do you want to do? Improve. So what actually do you want to do? With this question, you may realize that your goal is to generate maybe more leads for the company, so your maybe to improve your marketing campaign, or to improve your the quality of your products, so the income is going to increase. Maybe you need to start doing sports so you can lose your weight, or maybe you need to maintain a healthy eating diet so you can lose weight, right? Or you might realize that your products are perceived as outdated by young people, that your products are not enticing at all. So you need to make your products more modern, sexy, poignant, and enticing for the people. Clearly, these two goals are very different. I want to increase my sales, and I want to make my product better. Yet, either or both could be goals you need to strive for in order to achieve your overriding goal of selling more. In addition, according to the experts, using creativity to achieve a goal is more positive, motivating than using it to solve a problem. using the language that we can see in the goal part is more positive and keep people motivated towards solving their problem. Sure, it's essentially the same thing. So if you say, I want to lose, I have extra kilograms and I want to lose weight, the meaning is the same, but yet the difference is very big. But which challenge do you think most people would find more interesting? My line of clothes is outdated and sales are falling. How can we solve this? Or I have extra kilos. I feel bad and my health is really poor. How can I solve this? Or let's make our line of clothes trendy and exciting. How can we do this? Or let's go to the gym twice a week. How can we do this? Or I want to make my health better. How can I do this? Right? I have extra weight. I have an extra weight. I eat a lot of sugar. I don't do sport. I eat in the evening. Good. Working with goals instead of problems also makes it easier to divide big goals into smaller sub-goals, which may become a part of the final solution. This can be important too. I find that people come with problems that need solving. These problems are the result of multiple issues, each of which need to be addressed. However, at least to my mind, the notion of root problems and sub-problems seems a bit odd. Worse, it seems depressing. But if you see goals and sub-goals, it sounds a bit different, and it is perceived differently. Of course, problems are still relevant to creative idea generation. If we face problems in business, personal life, education, studying that we wish to solve through creativity, it's still essential to deconstruct and analyze those problems. Formulating a goal statement is ultimately a reworking of a problem statement. Nevertheless, I believe that if we aim to focus creativity on attaining stated goals, we will get more interesting results. What do you think? What's your experience? Did you have the experience of transforming your problems or obstacles or weaknesses into the goals and the factors of these problems into the tasks? So did you have you ever had the experience of doing it? Can you share? Great. It's an interesting process. It helps to organize yourself, to understand yourself and your needs, your desires, your problems, your strengths and weaknesses, and just to exploit the language for the sake of your efficiency. I don't sleep enough and incorrectly. I drink coffee before going to bed. I play on my phone instead of sleeping. Mobile games. Because of lack of sleep, I usually sleep until lunch, right? Until noon. That's an interesting idea. Worth trying. Yeah, it's really worth trying. Just exploit the language for the sake of your success, right? Good. Another technique which I would like to present you is a mirroring technique. Just a second, right? So the mirroring It's also the technique which will help you to analyze your problems. So the basic principle of mirroring is very simple. Anyone who triggers judgment or emotion in you, a co-worker, child, spouse, thieves, liars, people of color, people who practice specific religion, the guy who cuts you off in traffic, rude waitress, or your sibling, reflects something to you about yourself. What you see in the mirror could be a trait you dislike in yourself, don't want to admit you possess, or it could be simply a characteristic you lack but wish you owned. To apply this technique in your own life as a personal growth strategy, notice when you get triggered by other people, if you find yourself judging or experiencing strong negative emotion related to someone, you are triggered. Once you realize you are triggered, ask yourself a tough question. What do you see in that person that is a reflection of you? Once you realize that you possess the same trait, could behave in the same manner under the right circumstances, or lack that characteristic, you can let go of judgment and lessen the degree of emotion you feel. That step doesn't, however, mean you condone a behavior quality. Instead, by understanding how you like the other person in some way, you develop compassion and understanding for him and also yourself. So it's up to you to change based on what you've learned. You can be more accepting of the other person, or you can begin to develop the desired trait. So this technique is extremely popular in the self-growth mindset and in the growth mindset, um, because all these bad traits is the reflection of you, and you can find something that you like in yourself, something that you like, or something that you hate in yourself. So be very constructive to yourself and self-reflect all the time. It's very important. Reference to yourself and be understanding to you. Okay, good. So step one, at the beginning of the webinar, you choose the topic, or we talked about all of the topics. So depending on your weakness, depending on your problem, or what is the something that is the hindering hindering of your success of learning something or getting new experiences or turning into the strengths, now you can change your problems or weaknesses into your goals, right? Somebody wrote about drinking coffee. Somebody wrote about sleeping deprivation or insomnia, right? Now think about your own problems and weaknesses. Try to transform them into the goals that we did before. Complete the table in your book. Complete the table that you have here. So you can write your problem here, factors. Somebody wrote about drinking coffee, playing mobile games, right? Here is your goal, having an adequate sleep, right? Goal can be task one, right? Maybe task one, you can drink chamomile tea instead of coffee. Task two, having maybe a phone block that blocks you from surfing the social media or playing mobile games. And number three, I usually sleep until day, right? Having the alarm clock or having some plans in the morning, so you know 100% that you will wake up in the morning, right? So like that, I designed the transformation pattern for you. Think about this transformation pattern and transformation mirror according to your goals. And another technique which will help you is the SMART goal technique. So a SMART goal technique is very popular, and goals are part of every aspect of business, life, learning, studying. Goals provide you with a sense of direction, motivation, a clear focus, and a clarifying importance. By setting goals, you are providing yourself with a target to aim for. A SMART goal is used to help guide goal setting. SMART is an acronym that stands for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic or result-oriented, and time-bound or timely. Therefore, a SMART goal incorporates all of these criteria to help focus your efforts and increase the chances of achieving your goal. SMART goals are specific, well-defined, clear, and unambiguous, with specific criteria that measure your progress toward the accomplishment of the goal, attainable and not impossible to achieve, within reach, realistic and relevant to your life purpose and your result, with a clearly defined timeline, including a starting date and the target date. The purpose is to create urgency. Let's have a look at the specific goals and changing them into the SMART goals. Goals that are specific have a significantly greater chance of being accomplished. To make a goal specific, the what question must be considered. Who is involved in this goal? What do I want to accomplish? Where is this goal to be achieved? When do I want to achieve? And why do I want to achieve? Let's have a look at the typical example of losing 30 kilos. For example, a general goal would be, I want to lose 30 kilos, but a more specific one would be, I want to buy a gym membership in the gym nearby my house and work out twice a week to be healthier or to become healthier. Right? Why, where, when, what, right? Great. Measurable. A SMART goal must have criteria for measuring your progress. If there are no criteria, you will not be able to determine your progress, and if you are on track to reach your goal. To make a goal measurable, ask yourself, how many, how much? How do I know if I have reached my goal? What's my indicator of progress? For example, building on the specific goal above about kilograms. I want to buy a gym membership in the nearby gym, work out every 2 weeks to be healthier, and every week, every week I want to lose 10 kilos of body fat. A SMART goal must be achievable and attainable. This will help you to figure out ways you can realize that goal and work towards it. The achievability of the goal should be stretched to make you feel challenged, but defined well enough that you can actually achieve it. Ask yourself, do I have the resources and capabilities to achieve the goal? If not, what am I missing? Have others done it successfully before? So you can add to this goal. Every week, I'm going to lose 10 kilos. And I have 20,000 hryvnias to spend on this goal. Realistic. It has to be realistic in that the goal can be realistically achieved given the available resources and time. It's likely to be realistic if you believe that it can be accomplished, ask yourself, 10 kilos a week, it's just the example, right? It's just the example. I will show you why I said 10 kilos, for example, or 1 kilo, doesn't matter. Is the goal realistic and within reach? Is that goal reachable given the time and resources? Or are you able to commit to achieving the goal? And timely. It must be time bound. In that, it has a start and a finish date. If the goal is not time constrained, there will be no sense of urgency and therefore less motivation to achieve the goal. Ask yourself, does my goal have a deadline? By when do you want to achieve your goal? For example, building on our example, on August the 1st, I will buy a gym membership in the nearby gym. In order to be healthier, I will work out twice a week. Every week I aim to lose 5 kilos, let it be 5 kilos. And by the end of August, I will have realized my goal if I lose 15 or 20 kilos in the course of the month. I'm not good at math, but the stuff you got the hang of it. So there should be, the goal should be broken into the pieces and realistic. Of course, 10 kilos a week is not very realistic, but the mathematics is clear. Not using the desired aim straight away in your everyday plans. It's impossible because it's a bit unattainable and within the course of the time. So you can't think about the finish result, the end result of your goal. If you speak about the consistency, it sounds a bit unrealistic. Okay. Right. Individuals or businesses will set themselves up for failure by setting general and unrealistic goals, such as I want to be the best, I want to buy Porsche, I want to lose 30 kilos. These goals are very vague. They have no sense of direction. But SMART goals set you up for success by making goals specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. The SMART method helps push you further, give you a sense of direction, and help you to organize and reach your goals. So myself, I have a professional development plan. You can see it here. I had it during the first lockdown, and I wrote myself what my milestones are, what skills I have to gain or improve to reach my goals, what actions I'm going to take, and a time frame. Time frame had 2 blocks: time and money, right? The amount of money that I'm able to dedicate to this. And with the help of this professional development plan, I use the SMART goal technique. So sometimes you need to practice a bit, sometimes you need to try something new, but actually you will succeed at the end if you will try this method, because it's fantastic. Good. Thanks a lot for today. I'm waiting for your projects. Send your conclusions. Choose one topic and send your conclusions of transformation, weaknesses into strengths, your desired skill or your desired dream to come true, And I'm going to enjoy reading your presentations or posts or videos. It doesn't matter. Thanks a lot for today. The link is in the chat. See you the next week. Have a nice weekend. Bye bye.